do not forget about bonding the team spirit. So you need to engage, because remote leader may struggle more with loneliness, maintaining a sense of purpose, or feeling they are actually a valuable part of the company or business. So it is important to try and arrange social events. And managing a remote team comes with its own set of challenges that requires vastly different solution as per my experience. So you have to ensure your remote employees are getting everything they need to adequately perform their jobs. Now this could include structured communication, which I shared in the past, in just previous slides in fact. So the third one is M, which is motivate. Very important here is, do not micromanage. Motivation is a key to success. Please do not micromanage. Overcoming the urge to micromanage may be hard enough when you can literally see what your employees are doing every minute of the day. When you can't see what they're doing, however, it can be even more difficult. So trust me, you have to show a respect toward them. So this could be turning out to be a bad habit, and don't fall into this trap. I have seen some people are doing it. So this comes from an experience of my engagement with some set of people. Just because you can't see them, don't feel that they're not doing anything, or doesn't mean that they're doing something else. So as long as they finish their task within the set deadlines, you have nothing to worry about. Okay, so let's try and understand the OTE, which is opportunity, trust, and empathy. Now, opportunity is where many times remote teams end up in shambles because there is no clear overview of tasks. So share the task, share the various set of opportunities which are available in the your current role, in your current job, and in your current aspect, and just see how, what all competencies you have, and how you can demonstrate by using those competencies to completion of the task. And very important here is, set the expectations very clearly whenever you're sharing an opportunity. Trust, again, do not expect your employees to be available 24/7. I have seen nowadays a lot of people are facing this challenge, and they the team says, I'm going online again, whether it is 8 p.m. in the night, or whether it is 10 p.m. in the night, or you see a ping coming up by your seniors. Please don't do it. I would like to share here a very recent example, and I truly compliment Abhay sir from core of my heart here. I will share about this, that yesterday he reached out to me at 8:30 p.m. and asking me on WhatsApp, can I call you right now? Now that's the sign of true leadership. So this is how the trust gets built up. I have my team member who are trainers, and whenever we have to get engaged, my team member, they and I ask them, are we good to have a Zoom session at 8 p.m. or 9 p.m.? Till the time they don't give us consent, we don't go ahead. So this is why the trust becomes very, very important. So sometimes I've seen people sending emails, text, instant message which is outside of office hours. It can communicate that you expect to them reply immediately. Please don't do that. Would you feel thrilled to get an email from your boss just before midnight? Probably not. So please ensure that you also rest, and make your team also refreshed. For this, ensure you have a respect for their private life, and do your best to help them to maintain the good work life balance. If you really want to help your employees to achieve the balance approach and the great productivity, encourage them to take a digital detox, which could be on the weekend, and so you also need to do the same very thing. The last one is empathetic, which is the very, very crucial one, where especially in the context of an abrupt shift to the remote work, it is really important for managers to acknowledge stress, listen to employees' anxieties and concerns, and empathize with their struggle. So this is what it has to be done. So this becomes an absolute of leadership. And from here, we will try and understand on the respect element of people space, that is their timings, and be present, which is avoid multitasking. Now, in this, as we talked about prepare, and now we are going to focus on respect. So, people spacing and timing is where the remote work becomes more efficient and satisfying when managers set expectation for the frequency, means, and ideal timing of communication. So, in this, you need to have ideal time for your team members. Make it very clear. Avoid multitasking. That is the line between the professional and personal all but disappears when working from home exclusively. This is what I have observed. So that makes it more important than ever to master a balance between the two. So clear instruction is a must with the schedule. In this, when we see the respect and the prepare has been done, the third element is please share feedback. So implement element of sharing feedback. uh, it's so very important that people do share what is to be done, but they never share, the leader don't share how it has to be done, or if the task has been completed, they don't share the element of appreciation or the scope of improvement. So please ensure that do share the feedback to your people. And the second element of implement is celebrate and engage. Now, celebrate and engage, please try and understand here is, there is a set of expectation on a regular frequency and the means and the, ideal timing. I know that we all have to work, yet we have to make them motivated and we have to celebrate the success. Now, don't engage them on the social platform too much, but if you're celebrating and engaging both of them going hand in hand, it becomes a very powerful thing. So let's have a very quick element of celebrating and engaging with your team member, because that helps to work on the relaxation mode and coming up with a non-work related purpose. This also acts to build a trust. This also acts to work and know more about the people. So here I would request to please open your chat box and share with me what are the various ways we can celebrate or engage with the team members. The chat box is open for you all. Okay, so we can have retreat. Thank you so much. That's very nice. Pat on the back as and when needed. Okay, so you will do a virtual pat on the back. Thank you so much. Clap and celebrate. Beautiful. Share personal stories. Yoga. Wow. Fun on the floor. Lovely. I like that. I have never tried that, Pavan. I'm going to surely try that. Sharing lunch. Lovely. Sarabji. Recognition. Birthday celebration. Birthday wishes. Zoom call. Definitely. We are going to have that. Gaming. Definitely. That's nice. Family involvement, very nice. Pizzas, parties, surprise, hobbies, family involvement. Okay, family connect, appreciation in full team members, gifting them e-vouchers. Lovely, Gariba, that's nice. Team outing. Okay, so team outing, okay, appreciate the spouses, training and gaming, virtual dance party, very nice, Babita. Impromptu celebration, okay, smile, very simple. Be personal and motivational prizes, Amazon voucher. Okay, add the yoga celebration virtual party again. So very nice. Thank you so much. I can see. So we are uh, also seeing a personal note to the people. Thank you so much. And also games with employees and friends. Be friends with all the time. Wow, wower and wowist. I like that, by Dina. That's really, really nice and something new, which I've also just learned from you. Okay, one on one with the leaders. That's really very important. I think this is what Akshay I was mentioning. When you have one-to-one with the leader and that too by video call on, it forms a trust building happens. Capture the moment and six to main with. Very nice. Thank you, Prachi. So I think we are good to go from here. Thank you so very much. So let us try and understand what are the various engagement element that we can have. So we all know that the teamwork and the celebration and engagement is a critical of getting things done through people. So building cohesive team is already a challenge when everybody is face to face, but imagine when what will happen when you are virtually. But developing trust, communicating well, collaborating readily, problem solving effectively, these all becomes difficult, but when leading in a disturbance team. So there is a lot of techniques which you can use, and I must compliment and a big clap for each one of you. I'm putting my video on, and trust me, I'm showing a thumbs up to each one of you and a big clap to all of you. So thank you so much. Putting my video off mode again. So what all things that we can do is we so I'm picking out some of the common things, that is celebrating culture calendar. You can see these are the pictures from my international clients. So what we have done is not only celebrated Howling, but also they're having a celebration on the Esther Thanksgiving Day and the birthday celebration. So this is just not on this last 1 month, but as I mentioned, I have engaged in a couple of 3 years back. So this is why I thought of sharing this with you. So this becomes very, very interesting element, and definitely we can do it for our own team member, because we are a diversified group and having a presence, and with 29 states with us, beautiful cultures, beautiful celebration, beautiful festivals, I think become a party to it. The second is definitely playing virtual games, dice breakers, and virtual bingo. My suggestion is use something very innovative, and you will see how people start becoming very engaging, and they come up and you get to know about themselves in a very different manner. A very interesting one is guess the baby photo. This is one of the very cutest activity which we did, and especially on the launch of SAP with Malaysia group. I still remember we were, from Australia, UK, US, and from India, Gurgaon and Pune. And there we actually engaged by guessing the baby photo. And I took this opportunity to put my photograph when I was young. I'm just 8 months old here, and they were supposed to guess it. So this becomes very engaging, exciting, and enthralling, and they all get connected very deeply and strongly with you. Virtual coffee breaks, this is something very, very important now. Virtual coffee breaks, now there are regular one-to-one online a virtual team meeting, virtual team meeting, socializing and networking. It can be used for appointing a virtual team member. It can be used for team rewards and recognition, promoting health and wellness through a cup of coffee with all of us. And very important is a discussion actually happens over a virtual cup of coffee. So please use this platform of virtual coffee break with your team members, and it is very, very exciting, and it's very, very engaging, and formal yet informal. The another one which I would like to share here is